Alrighty, fellas. Trade deadline ended at 3. We got some big moves. Number
There,
one, well, not number one, but the first major one we saw was Brock Nelson heading over to Colorado. So the full deal was Nelson, DeFore for Clinton, Richie, 2026 first, and a conditional third in 2028. Is a big deal for the Avalanche because they made another move after this, but we'll get to that. All right, Sturge, what are we saying?
I mean, hefty price for a rental, but we all know Brock Nelson. He's older guy, 33, but we know what he can bring to the table. Good two-way player. Can put some points on the board. Pretty much a solid second line center for them, or third line, depending how they want to play it.
Yeah,
I really like this deal for them. They're obviously in a win now mode, and yeah, really can't complain. Avalanche going for it.
big time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
hmm
What are you
Um,
thinking, Ethan?
I love it. I don't like it for Colorado. I can't say I don't like it for Colorado because it is Brock Nelson. It's gonna help them win now. But with all the deals coming out of Dallas, and then we got even like Winnipeg right now
Bro,
making
the Central's stacked. Let's
like
just,
there's
Yeah.
gonna be
holy frick.
I was watching TSN today and they were saying a cup contender that actually could win the cup is gonna get knocked out in the first round.
Yeah,
Like, cause
it's
Oh,
we're
for
gonna
sure.
it's gonna be
insane.
Dallas, Colorado win it. I think Winnipeg wins it, and it's gonna be Dallas, Colorado in the first round. And honestly,
That's insane.
it's gonna be Dallas.
Mikko Rantanen revenge tour.
But
Exactly.
oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that. But I do think the Islanders won this deal. Um, Callum Ritchie, top 50
Good,
prospect,
good player.
very good player, good puck skills, like, and they're getting picks on top of it. I think you can't
They
go
had to
wrong
do the
with
deal,
it.
man. They had to do
Yeah,
it. Keeping on, like, what's the point of him staying in
yeah.
Long
I
Island?
thought they were gonna get like, I did not think they were gonna get Callum Ritchie. I thought it was just gonna be picks and maybe like
Like some filler
some,
kind of guy, right?
not a filler
No,
guy,
but
but like just not Callum Ritchie. That's like their
Fair.
one of their best
Yeah.
prospects, if probably
but
their
like,
best prospect.
I think
but
it
if
might
you
be the
think about
top.
it, it's worth it because he's sliding into a line now with Jonathan Duran and Nichushkin on his wings. So it's gonna be
Oh,
Solid.
some.
for
It's
yeah, for
gonna
this
be
year it's worth it, but I don't know. Callum Ritchie seems a little bit much to me.
We'll see.
bro,
I
look
mean,
down
there's
the
always
middle,
a
bro.
possibility they
It's
resign
McKinnon,
too.
Nelson, Coyle, and Drury. Dude,
Yeah,
that's
Coyle's a beast. Coyle's a
who's
beast. That
better.
was a
Like,
really good trade.
give me four centers that are better than them, like in the rest of the league. No, I don't
Matthews,
got none.
Tavares. Come on now, the Leafs.
Okay, Sturge, but I'm saying four lines, not just two. I
Yeah.
mean, Lawton, yeah, we'll get to that.
Lawton, David Camp.
But
Probably
dude, they're saying
Tampa's.
they're
Tampa's is
saying
pretty good too.
Landeskog is coming back, dude.
I
Come
don't think
on,
so. I don't think so.
Yeah,
come
I heard
on.
he might. If he
I
He's
comes
think
back, that's
skating.
the,
I think maybe he gets there by like the semifinal, Western semifinals, but yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're
but
I don't think they're gonna make it that far. They're getting knocked out to Dallas, and then don't if Dallas wins or if let's say the Avalanche win, don't they play Winnipeg in the second round?
yeah, something weird like that. So like, but the thing
No,
is, if
no,
if
it
let's say Colorado stays where they are, the wild card, and they are the first best wild card, so they would have to face Winnipeg, no? Or
mhm.
no, sorry, Winnipeg would face the last place, and then they face the first
It would be
place.
Vegas. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure, because
but then
Yeah.
Vegas
what if
is
they knock
second.
out? If they stay in that position where they are in the wild card and knock out Vegas, they would probably face either the
So no,
Kings
the
or
way the way it
West is
works
stacked.
is
Or
the way it works is pretty much let's use the Leafs as an example here just because it's easier to explain. So let's say Leafs win the Atlantic and they play Ottawa in the first round because they're playing an Atlantic team. They would play an Atlantic team all the way until the conference finals. If it's if they had played, let's say
New York.
New York or Columbus, something like that, then they would play like Carolina second or like Washington second round, like kind of thing like that. It would
mhm. All right.
they take the other route there. So yeah, let's move
Jeez.
on to the next one though.
All
All
right,
right.
move to the East. There's the first big deal I would say after the Brock Nelson. It was on trade deadline day. We got the Sens making a splash with the Sabres. I'm gonna be honest. I don't get the point of this.
For
Uh,
which team?
so the Sens get Cousins. You got Gilbert on the back end and a 2026 second. I don't think that second round pick was essential to make like to be a part of this. But the Sabres receive Bedard Docker and Josh Norris. I'll start with this. I don't get it because Josh Norris, yeah, he's not always healthy, but he's what? They're both 30 goal scorers and they haven't reached that yet again. But I don't get it. Cousins and Norris, the difference is that I would say Norris is more of a scorer. he can, consistently probably get you that 30 goal, pace again. But Cousins, I don't know. He'll get you maybe
He's a big
20,
body.
25
He's a
goals.
big body though.
Yeah, big body, but like you saw him, what, last night? Darlene was getting ragdolled, and this guy was looking at the bench like, should I help him, my captain here, or what's going on? I don't
Yeah,
get
we
it.
don't need that. We don't need that on our team.
Yeah,
But
come
no, I
on.
just think because didn't Ottawa get a draft pick in that too? We said
Yeah.
Yeah, like I
they
don't
got
know.
second, so that's why I think Ottawa comes out ahead in that deal just for that. Cousins is also locked up long term.
Wait, what'd you say? Wait, Ottawa got a second?
Ottawa got a second in that deal. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ottawa definitely won that deal.
Wait,
I just don't get it, man.
so they get in. I guess because
So they gave
Josh
up
Norris is like more
Norris.
physical. Like he's a kind of a play
No,
on
no,
like
no. He's
he
less
is
physical,
more
but
Norris is
I think no,
more
yeah, Norris he
physical.
gets you the hits.
Yeah,
If you
more
see,
Norris is a
see,
big body. Yeah,
I
Norris.
Cousins
don't
is a
get
big
it.
body.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I think no. Well, Norris hits a lot more. Norris
Yeah,
is more. I don't know.
he's got all the
I
fantasy
don't know.
stats.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know
Exactly.
why that. Like, I feel the Zetterlund deal makes me feel a little bit like I don't know why San Jose would do that like at all. Like,
Nah,
sorry
Well, I
for
think
definitely
getting off
not.
the
topic, but since
anyways.
it's two Ottawa ones, they got Zetterlund, they got Dylan Cousins. I think Zetterlund makes it a lot better. Ottawa definitely. I'm gonna give them an A on this deadline. They got guys with term, guys.
Oh.
Yeah, or A minus. Let's say A minus. I think.
Let's pump the brakes a little
Well,
bit
I
there.
mean, like
We know you like Cousins,
people
but
are saying Toronto got an A minus. Like Ottawa is did a way better at the deadline than us. They got two.
ooh, I
Yeah,
disagree with that. I disagree, but we'll get into
No.
that. We'll get into the Toronto trade
for
after.
like for fitting. Obviously, we did Toronto did their needs, but whatever. Let's stay on top with the Cousins trade. I I really like Cousins. I think Cousins and Norris are like similar. I'd give the edge to Cousins just because he can stay healthy, but I think no. I think what the Sabres are building is coming along. I think we're seeing
I don't know
what's
what
gonna
they're
happen.
building, bro.
Hopefully, Levy or Ukko Pekka or whatever his name is,
He's
can
Lukanen, I
garbage.
think.
Luukkonen can pan
They have
out.
Devin Levi too, do they not?
Yeah. So let's see what they can do. They got Darlene. I think he's a top three defender in the league.
Owen Power.
Owen
Dude,
They
defense
got
is
Power.
fine,
Yeah,
man.
it's
They
just their
suck.
offense.
They just got
Hey, give
yeah.
them a few years, they'll build.
Yeah.
But
Hopefully
let's
they can get Misa or Martone this year. Any
that'd
top
be
four
good.
pick would be good for them. But
All right.
yeah, let's move on to the
Uh,
next one.
Staying in the Atlantic, we got our boys, the Buds, making a splash. But we're sad to see our boy Nikita Kurbankin. He's gonna do his little
Back
forecheck,
check.
back check,
Big
paycheck back
paycheck.
in Philly now. So to sum up the deal here, we got Lawton, we got 2025 fourth, and at 2027 sixth. We gave up Nikita and also a conditional 2027 first rounder. Lawton's salary is 50% retained, so that's good. So that's 1.5 for this year and next year, and our first rounder is top 10 protected. All right, Ethan, I'll give you the spotlight to go first.
uh, I don't know how I feel about the trade. I really didn't want Lawton, and I didn't want to give up first, even though I knew that we were gonna have to give up first, and Phillies wouldn't do anything to get that first, and they did do anything. They 50 retained us. For a guy like Lawton at 1.5 is in a third line center that we don't have to play Domi there. We don't have to struggle anymore with that third line.
Yeah.
I think it's and he's a great penalty killer. Like he's a fantastic penalty killer. Can give Marner and Matthews the breather on the bench. I really like this trade for the Leafs, and you know, just the only thing I would say that's wrong with this deal is the first round. I wish it could have been this year's second or next year's second.
I
But
I don't.
Yeah,
they probably weren't
but
I
gonna
don't think
budge
I
on
would have
that.
done
sometimes
that.
it's just hard to if a guy you're trading for a guy with term, especially. It's kind of hard to
Mm.
justify just giving up a second.
Yeah, one thing
So
I'll give for the Leafs is they actually they filled in on their promise. They're gonna go for guys with term, and they went for guys with term. Both guys on 2 year
that is
deals.
true.
Well, they almost got me going at the end of there. Thank God I saw that tweet, but we'll get to
Yeah,
that trade. I almost got
Oh
fired
Yeah.
up,
yeah,
man.
yeah. I
Oh my
was
Yeah.
gosh.
I was getting a little pissed off
If we
towards
got
three
if the
o'clock.
Leafs just got Lawton, yeah, I would it would not be looking
Okay,
good today.
I think the focus, we got a third line center. I think 1.5 million for this year and next year for a third liner is
I do like
great.
that.
Great
Yeah.
value.
Amazing,
We're,
amazing.
we're not expecting him to score 20, 25, 30 goals. No. Right now, I think he's at 11 goals. Not bad, not great. 16 assists, but we're at almost at a 50% face-off percentage for Lawton. I think
Mm,
that
Beautiful.
I think he's going to play on our power kill, the penalty kill, sorry, for
yeah.
sure. That's a great addition there. So
Mhm.
you can, leave the stress off of Matthews and Martin, so you can put Lawton in there for the regular season. But when playoffs hit, you're gonna have to put the big boys in, right?
Oh, for
But
sure.
What?
I think our third line, what you think our third line will be now? McMahon, you got Lawton, and now
No, no,
Robbie, or
no,
what are
no,
you
no, no.
saying?
I'm throwing McMahon on the second line,
Second.
left wing.
No,
I'm
no,
putting a
no.
third line Domi, thing, Lawton and Robertson,
Okay.
or maybe even you throw because
Wait,
you need depth
whoa.
scoring there.
According to Puckpedia, this
Yeah,
is the
I
projected
saw that.
lineups. On the third line, they got Domi, Lawton, and McMahon.
I like that.
But then they got Holmberg on the second line with
Yeah.
Tavares and Nylander
I think Holmberg
Or they got
likes.
Robbie.
on the
Whoa.
in the press box.
Actually?
No, no, that's crazy. No, see,
Really?
I can't get behind that.
Yeah, I
I
don't think
can't.
so too.
The
But the
guys
thing is,
didn't
though,
actually
I'm
play more
surprised.
physical.
Yeah, I hate that we didn't deal Robertson. This is I said it
well,
last episode we did, or I think we did. Yeah, I did say that, but I think Robertson, this is the all-time high. This is the best he's gonna be with the Leafs, and we didn't trade him. I don't know. I would have
We'll
put
see.
Robertson in if we could have got Rantanen. Like if we could
Oh,
have
of
got
yeah,
course,
Rantanen,
but
yeah. I think
but
they would have
yeah,
done
that
it. They
that
would if we
deals.
put Rantanen in, they probably would have done. Or if we put Robertson in, they probably would have done it. But that's beside. You don't think so?
No,
They were
I
no,
don't
about
think
to
so
do
either.
it. They
dude.
literally
I don't
said they
know.
were.
Okay, who can
They
get
said
Stan
no
Coven
to
on the Leafs?
No,
The closest thing is Nyes.
they said no to Easton Cowan, Fraser Minton, and 2 first round picks.
Wait, we
Uh,
offered that?
yeah,
Yes,
and a
and
Who
they
second.
said
said
that?
no.
Kipper, Kipper and
Kipper,
No
and they
Gore.
way.
said no. They
I
said
mean, yeah,
no.
obviously because they won't be ready. Like they got Stan Coven, he's
They
all
were
right,
no. They
but
gave no. Toronto gave Carolina a deadline to accept because then it would be too late. They couldn't make the Carlo and Lawton moves. They gave them a deadline to accept when they pulled the trigger with Dallas. We pulled the trigger with Lawton. Then a couple hours later, like 30 minutes later, Dallas got the trade accepted. I
Yeah.
think Dallas got the Stankoven is much better than Cowan and Minton. Like I would trade
well, right
Stankoven for
now
Cowan and Minton.
Right now, of
And
course,
no,
yeah.
right now, next year, the year after that, like Stankoven is better than those
we'll
two. And
see.
we'll
Relax.
see. Okay, bro. We saw in the World
We'll
Juniors.
see.
We saw in the World Juniors and
Okay,
Minton.
that's the World Juniors.
Yeah. All
That's
right.
yeah, that doesn't count.
Lafreniere went off, and guess what he's doing?
Nothing.
Nothing.
All right, let's see it. What's the next trade we got on the list?
All right, boys. So after the Lon deal, we just talked about it. You got the Rantanen deal.
There
So
you go.
Rantanen to the Stars. He gets his extension, 8 years, 12 million. I don't
What a
know. I don't
joke.
get the point of why he rejected a Colorado, but we'll talk about that. So going to the Hurricanes, you got Stankoven, conditional first in 2026, conditional 28 first rounder, 26 third rounder, 27 third rounder, and then both firsts are top 10 protected. So I don't know.
This
I want
is
to start with the contract though, because
yeah.
supposedly the ball was in Dallas's court, which we saw during the day on TSN, where
Yep.
they were ramping up the deal. They had it in place, but then they hit a stall. What do you call it? A pause because of the what Rantanen wanted and what the Dallas wanted to give. Supposedly Dallas wasn't willing to give more than $1 above 12 million. Rantanen, I guess, said, "All right, I'll take the beautiful state of Texas, and he'll settle down there."
Well,
See,
the thing about
what
too
an absolute
the
embarrassment for Carolina though.
true,
To
but
lose
even when you look at
Gensel,
Dallas's point though, the money situation too, they were able to do 12 million because of the taxes in
they
Dallas.
should like
There's
find a way to figure that out. Because this is actually crazy. Every guy, oh, income tax. I want to go to Tampa. I want to go to
Well,
Florida.
okay,
I want to
so
go to Texas.
when Ethan posts the video, if he can pull up like right now, pull up the tweet where I think it was Free who reposted it from Puckpedia.
Yeah.
How much money Ranson saves from signing in the state of Texas than in I
yeah.
believe Denver,
How
and it's
much?
around 4.6 million, so 500 and something
Whoa.
K a year. We'll post that up
Oh,
for you guys.
500K a year. So it's
A
still
year. So
12.5.
so that's I'm saying in total in the 8 years.
So basically, he got 12.5 in Dallas for 8 years.
No,
And
I'm just saying that's how much money he's saving. Like, he's
He's
still gonna
because of the
he's not making
taxes
more
and things like
money.
that.
I'm just saying he's
I know, but
saving.
if he would have went to Colorado, then you know what I mean.
Yeah, he would have
Like
been losing
basically
more
every other
money.
team. Like he's not in a no. What are the no state income taxes? It's just Texas, Florida, and
Pennsylvania,
Pennsylvania. Yeah, like he's not going to Pittsburgh. It's this,
No.
and he's pro
obviously. I think Nashville.
And
but I don't know. Is that Tennessee?
yeah, Tennessee.
Nationals Tennessee. Yeah, yeah. Look at big boy with the geography over there.
Hey, NCAA, bro, NCAA.
Oh
What can
yeah.
I
Oh
say?
yeah.
But yeah,
Screw
But
school.
honestly,
Just play some video games.
I think this trade easily makes Dallas one, like, if not the
Oh,
favorite.
yeah, they are the
yes.
Just
favorite right
looking at
now.
that lineup, not even their first line, because I saw they're projected to run Jason Robertson, Rupe Hintz, and Rantanen as your first line. That is
Wow,
disgusting.
that's a lot.
Dude,
That
but the thing
is
is,
No Wyatt
thing is
Johnston,
though,
and they got Wyatt
their
Johnston
third
signed
line, one,
6 or what was it, 5 years or 5 years, 8.4 million is an absolute steal for Wyatt
yeah.
I think
Johnston.
it was 8 years.
Eight? No, it wasn't. It was not 8 years. He took five. He took the Matthews
Or
deal.
was it
I
five?
know. Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah, yeah. I
five
know
for
for a
eight
fact
point
he took.
something, right?
Yeah,
Five
yeah,
for
Yeah,
eight
yeah.
point
yeah.
something.
He took the Matthews route, but like that's like that. Obviously, it's not more impressive, but 8.7 until Stankoven or not Stankoven. Johnson is like
Johnson.
27, 28.
Yeah.
Right into his prime.
Yeah, right into his prime, and then it's gonna be tough to reset. Well, I mean, probably not that tough because a lot of
We'll
their
see.
guys are gonna be
Depends
out
on
of their
salary
prime.
cap too
Well,
and
they're
things
still
like
gonna have
that.
Rantanen on the books by then, so
So right now it's projected, like Stewart said, Robertson, like Hintz, Rantanen, Marshman, Duchesne, Granlund, Ben, Johnson,
that's
Danilov,
disgusting.
Back, Steele, and Borko. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but
Where's Sagan playing?
he's on injury reserve, so they don't got him in. But
When he
he can
comes
play
back, they're gonna
center or
probably
right.
they're gonna play him right wing. I saw one that said they're gonna play Ben left wing, Johnston center, and Sagan right wing as
Hmm.
their third line.
Yeah, that could work. That could work because then you put. I think Danilov can play left and right, so you can shift him over
He'd be a four.
to
Danilo
the.
would be a fourth liner
Yeah,
Yeah.
come
I'm.
playoff
yeah,
time. But
they're looking nice.
that's
I.
a good team
Mhm.
with
I
their
thought
They're
they.
looking
defense,
nice.
their goalies. Ooh, oh my God!
Yeah, I
Wow,
mean
what a team!
Dallas is my cup. I've had Dallas as my cup favorite for the past 3 years. Like,
So
or not cup
in
favorite, but
seven
I thought they
games,
were. Wait, what?
who would you see like, come out on top? Colorado or Dallas?
Dallas. Dallas for me.
Probably
Goaltending.
Dallas. Probably
Goaltending.
Dallas. Yeah,
Gonna
Goaltending
come
gets
down
look,
to
and they're
goaltending for
adding
sure.
they're adding Heiskanen.
Yeah,
He's
he's
gonna
coming
like
back.
if he's back, I think he
Thomas
is ready for the
Harley's been getting a
playoffs.
lot better.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
People
dude,
really seeing how
Harley.
good he is now.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's taking a big step, especially after that Four Nations.
And
He's
since
gonna be
Heiskanen's
pretty
been out,
confident.
Harley's been stepping up there doing his
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. All right,
All
Solid
right,
boys.
team.
next one.
Let's stay in the West, and we're talking about Colorado. Charlie Coyle, Sturge. What are we saying? We talked about it with Brock Nelson and how it shapes up, but it
Yeah.
was kind of surprising Colorado pulled the trigger with Coyle.
I'm
Playoff
surprised they did
beast.
this one, to be
Playoff
honest. I'm pretty
beast.
sure that's the only reason I see them doing that because they give up Middlestat, right? Who, if I'm
He
not
was on the
mistaken,
block though.
he's still young as well though. He's like
I think
he's
Middleton's
early
good. I
I think
really
he's like
like Middlestat.
24. He's a young guy. He's around Dylan Cousins' age.
Yeah.
You know, you could have had the chance to grow him, see what he becomes, but I guess getting a proven playoff performer
Yeah.
for what you're trying to do really can't go wrong. I like this deal for Boston side. I think they really come out ahead here, getting rid of an older player, bringing in a younger player who has a higher ceiling right now. I think it's a
Yeah.
great deal overall for both teams.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna we're gonna have to let's get this one over with because it's not a very exciting trade, but uh,
Okay.
I think Charlie Coyle is a playoff beast. That's probably that's the reason why they did it. They saw what he did in 2019 when they went to the Cup final. Absolute beast when they were playing against the not St. Louis, but leading up to St. Louis. Even in that series up until Game 7 when Binnington lifted the cup.
Oh
But
yeah, Canadian boy.
Richmond Hill boy.
Yes, sir.
Richmond Hill boy, shout him
Represent.
out, shout him out.
Come on now.
But yeah, Boston. I'm shocked with Boston. I'm shocked with a lot of teams. I'm shocked with New York. I'm shocked with Lou dealing all his players. Well, he obviously didn't deal enough. I'm surprised he didn't give away Paul Mary either, but that's fine. But Middlestat in a second for Coyle and some other guys. I think both teams win this trade. To be honest, I don't really think there's. I think it's a fair deal.
It's a win-win. Yeah.
If Colorado loses first round, then obviously,
No.
obviously the other team won. So yeah, let's move on to the
All
next
right.
deal.
We'll stay on to Boston. Without making one of many moves. Brad Marchand to the freaking Florida
Stupidity.
What a
Panthers.
joke.
Stupidity.
Dude,
That's just
a
stupid.
conditional
Why
second
we
rounder.
didn't get him for our second line left wing, I don't get it.
I don't think
He would
so.
have been perfect
So
with
this
that
is what
line.
this is what I heard. I think since it was like so little, since it was a conditional second that could turn into a first if he played. I don't even know. There's different reports.
It's like
25% of the games, 50%
So
of the
the
games.
thing how
I've seen
this is
different
how it
reports,
shapes
yeah.
out. It's that it's a second rounder that can become a 2027 or a 2028 first rounder, Florida wins 2 rounds in the Stanley Cup playoffs. And Marchand, if he plays 50% of the team's playoff games, Boston retains 50%.
So wait,
Marchand was making
what if Florida loses to us? What happens to that pick?
so if they don't win in like 2 rounds, that pick stays a second rounder.
So Leafs have a
What?
chance here. Leafs have a chance here to do something special.
To
Yeah.
screw Boston over?
But so
Screw
thing
both
is
teams
though,
over.
Florida
Not
like sees
really.
himself going past 2 rounds. That's the mindset you gotta have.
Yeah, that's it. Just
But
let's.
if we're in the Leaf shoes, I don't think we'd be able to do it
Yeah, we couldn't.
because
Just
if we
cap.
did that, we wouldn't have been like getting Carlo. So
Yeah, and
unless we're willing to
Yeah.
trade our 2028 and do what Tampa is doing and trading
well, we don't even
all
have
our first round
cap.
picks,
We don't even have cap.
We wouldn't have the cap to make it work. You'd have to get
Oh,
rid of.
50. Like
that's
they
where
could
you
do
gotta
20
put Domi,
retention and all that.
Yarncroke, and
You could have done
maybe
it with if you could have even done it with just Yarncroke and getting Marchand if he retained 50%. You could
I
have
think
just done it
Marchand
just
makes what 7 or 8.
Hmm
So that'd
I
be
thought
Marchand makes
I thought he made
6.1.
six. He makes
6.1
six
Marchand
something.
makes.
6.
He makes six
Yes.
something.
6.1. I was
Okay,
checking yesterday when I wanted him.
6.1. All right, so that'd be a
Or
3. So yeah,
some
you can
6.1
yeah,
use
like
your
2.5
Yarncroke.
like 3 whatever like but it finishes off. But yeah,
Could,
it would have been Yarncroc, it would have been Minton, it would have been a we could not have done the Carlo trade if we did that. And if you're looking at Carlo, I'd rather have it's stupid to say like Marchand is a tough player, but you know how bad Benoit, Timmins and Myers is to watch this on the right side? Like
it's a nightmare.
for our needs, I I like I like Carlo more, but I don't
It
know.
fits the team more, but getting a guy
I,
like Marchand is great for just
yeah, and
the
he's on one
overall.
year. He's not staying in Toronto. Like,
well, their second line's going to be Marchand, Bennett, and Kachuk, and then the first
That's
is for Hagee,
disgusting.
Barkov, and Reinhardt.
yeah,
That's
that's
filthy.
they're
Yeah.
That second line is going to torment the Leafs if we
Thing is
play
though,
them.
they're my cup favorites.
the bottom 6 is even like, you
Lindell,
still
they
got to
have
watch out for them.
Lindell.
It's Listerrainen,
Yeah,
Lundell, and Rodriguez, and then you would have to go Sam Moskokev. I don't know pronounce his name. He would probably slide into the the 6 spot on the left wing with Lundell and Boquist, and then you got Listerrainen, Strum, and Gladjovic or whatever his name is. So
yeah, yeah.
Oh, crazy. But
They probably, yeah, they probably had a lot of offers on the table, but it's who Marchand wanted to go to. I think that's what finished up.
exactly.
They talked. Where
wasn't
do
he
you
a
want to
Leaf
go?
fan? I thought he'd be a Leaf like growing
No,
up Leaf fan.
yeah,
No,
okay.
you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna sign
Yeah,
with us in
Leaf
free
fan.
agency.
He's been a
There we
Boston
go.
Bruin for like how many years? 16 years of his life or whatever it is. Like he's a
He'll
Boston
sign
fan
he'll
now.
sign he'll sign a 1 year deal with
Yeah,
us next year. Don't worry.
he's
Mm,
going back. He's going back to Boston. I
We'll
wouldn't even
see.
be
we'll
shocked if he
see.
stays in
All
Florida
right,
and Bennett
but the
goes.
deal, yes, that's a pretty good situation to have though.
Yeah,
Marchand filling in, that's not bad.
yeah.
But anyways, so the deal that got us going because some of us were pretty pissed off what Tree Living was doing at the end, but big deal, Shea Weber to Utah. No, I'm joking.
No, Shea
Yeah, I
Weber.
saw that one. I
Wait,
was like,
Shea Weber
Yeah.
to
no way.
Chicago. Where is he going?
Oh, he
No,
went to
Shea Weber to
Chicago.
Utah.
No, it was
He's
to
on
Chicago.
Utah.
Oh no,
He's on
No,
Utah
no
right
wait.
now. He got traded from
no,
Chicago.
the deal
Is
was
it?
Shea Weber, Victor Soderstrom, Akurati, not Atu,
All right,
to
whatever.
Utah. Anyways, yes. So you got Fraser Minton going to Boston with a conditional first rounder and a 2025 fourth rounder. Leafs get Brandon Carlo. The Bruins are retaining 15%. The 2026 is a top 5 protected. The fourth rounder originally belongs to Philadelphia.
And also Timmins and
So,
Dewar to Pittsburgh in the deal as well. Don't forget
well,
about
that's
that.
yeah, that's they don't
It's
show that as
part
a
of it.
three-way
It's
here.
part of it just to get the money to work.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I know,
thank
but
thank you to Dubas.
Shout out
Shout him
Dubas.
out.
I was about to say Dubas helping us out one more
get in his
time.
Sioux Greyhounds. It's
Shout
like
him out,
it's
bro.
actually like he should be out of the NHL. Like what
He's
is he
such a
doing,
garbage
man?
GM, but that's not anyways. I'd like to start off by saying it's look, we all know it is a hefty price. Obviously I would have wished we could have retained more than 15%, or they could have retained more than 15% on Carlo.
It
Would have helped us a little
is.
bit more, but considering he's got this year plus 2 more years after, it's a at like 3.5 or whatever it is. It's a really good deal.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
First rounders, I don't care as much about, but it's like Fraser Minton. I really like that guy. I thought he could even crack their team this year. I know it's crazy to say.
Oh my
Ethan doesn't like him that
God,
much. I
bro.
know. I like the way he played. I think he's gonna do great on Boston. I think he'll fit their style, their identity really well there.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully it doesn't torment
Ah,
us in
what?
the years in the
He's
playoffs, but we'll
6'2"
see.
and he's soft. He does not fit their identity at all. Minton is like okay, so
Okay.
I
The
think I'm not
second
gonna
is
say he's
calling
garbage.
garbage.
I'm not gonna say he's garbage. When I
Here
saw him
goes
play
all
for
Ethan's credibility.
no. When I said
Yes.
no credibility,
On the
Minton is
train.
the only reason Minton is looked at like he's so good is because he plays for the Leafs. The Leafs are the center of everything. Everyone wants to be the Leafs, and the only reason Minton is sought after is because he plays for the Leafs. His OHL numbers were mediocre, and not like he was top 50. He's not even a top 100 prospect to me. He's like not to even probably
He's
like
okay.
the
Relax with not
sources
top
out there.
100, bro.
I think there's sources out there like the Athletic that don't think he's top 100. Uh, He's weak on the puck. He's Thank goodness we got rid of him because he would top our crack our top six. Are you joking, Stadio? Like, come
I didn't say
on,
top six. He would crack
whatever.
our roster. He
Cracked
played
our
well this
roster.
year when he played.
No, he didn't. He had 2 goals
Yes,
or
he
something. What
did.
did he have? 2 goals, 2 assists
It's not
in
all about
17
offense.
games. He's
He's
not
not there
Yeah,
a
to
check
he's
score
not a
points.
defensive
underlying
player.
numbers. The hits, bro.
He's
He
not
laid the
a.
body out.
All
He's a
right,
big
he
boy
laid
out
the
there, even
body.
though he
He
didn't have the
had
height.
to. He's
But anyways,
6'2".
how our defense shapes up after this is they're saying Riley with Ekman Larson, McCabe and Carlo, Benoit and Myers. I don't think
Wait.
I would do
No, no,
Oh
no,
Benoit
wait.
and
no, no.
Myers.
No, I would keep Myers in
Okay.
there
No.
over
Say the
Benoit.
lineup with Tanev in there because we know
Benoit is
Tanev's gonna be
Okay,
last
absolutely
year.
so
garbage.
It's
so
gonna
T
we,
Tanev would be with either McCabe or Benoit, right?
McCabe.
Because they're putting
McCabe.
Carlo
Well,
with
it's McCabe
Riley.
for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. Yeah.
It's Carlo Riley. It's McCabe, Tanev, and it's OEL with either Benoit or Myers, depending who wins
Boys,
the
I'm gonna
spot.
say right now,
Yeah, I
I
know.
think OEL is gonna be a
Yeah.
future buyout.
What?
Uh, because
What?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Pretty
You're not a
disappointed
fan?
at how he's playing, but
Yeah, me too. I
hopefully he
like what
picks
you.
it up. You know, he's a playoff guy,
Yeah.
so maybe we ride him out
Y-
until year 3 and we buy him out
I
But
because
we're
got.
missing the big
not
issue
impressed right
here.
now.
Before you go, Ethan, just one thing. We're missing the big issue here. When you look when he played with Florida last year, they had him as a
Yes,
third pair, and that's why he excelled because he wasn't forced to play a top four role at this stage of his career. Now that the Leafs have Carlo to slot into the top four, we can put OEL on the third pair,
third.
give him some more favorable matchups. As he's getting older, walks the ice time, things like that, limit the risks we put him in. And I think we'll see a big difference now coming from him.
And
Yeah.
who knows, we might see Hakanpaa back in
No.
the lineup for the
Yes, that's what
playoffs.
I'm
We'll
saying.
see.
No.
Get him in
No,
there.
bro. He has no knees, man. Like
No,
you
I
have to
know.
see him play first. It's
No
I,
knees.
it's
He's worse than Benoit right now.
shoot.
Well, yeah.
No, he's definitely better than Benoit. Like guy's garbage.
But hopefully,
But
it'd be nice to have another righty though. He's big. Playoff Hakanpaa. Come on,
Oh
come
yeah.
on.
we could have spent that what was it, 1.75 million else. We could have just come on, man.
No, it's
Garbage.
LTIR, so
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah, but still,
So,
like MLS's, they got too much money. They don't. I don't even know. Whatever.
all right.
But I gotta say 2 things. We got. I think Myers is gonna be in the lineup by playoff time. I think Benoit healthy scratch. He. Everyone said, oh, he finishes hits. He hits. He hits. He hits. Like he blocks. He's a lazy. He's not lazy. He's a lousy defender. He finishes his hits like at the
He's one of our top
stupidest.
penalty killers.
Stop. It's so easy because we have one of the best penalty killers in the league. Like,
Well, now
what
I
do you
think
mean
he
he's
drops
up?
down, Sturge. So now it's gonna be
No, he's out. He's out
McCabe,
of the
Carlo, and
PK.
Tanev ahead of him.
Yeah, McCabe, Carlo, yeah, all of them, and then we got Lawton too. So whatever.
Well, no, for defense, that's your two pairs. I think
Yeah.
Benoit would probably fall with Tanev or something, right?
No,
But the thing is,
Benoit's
I can
out of there.
still.
Benoit's
Because you're
gone.
not putting OEL. You're not gonna put
You're not
OEL
gonna put
with
Riley. You're
thing.
not gonna put
Okay,
OEL, and you're not
whatever.
gonna put
It's Myers.
Myers.
Myers. It's
No.
Myers. It's
Oh,
Myers.
anyways,
Whatever.
finish,
Whoever you
bro.
can, whoever. It's by playoff time. I think if Riley can keep up what he's doing right now, obviously he's not playing right good in the last few games, but he's been picking it up recently.
Hopefully he continues, but
But I think I really don't know if this his work can keep it up. I'm not happy about it. I think they go back to Riley and Myers as the third pairing, and it goes to OEL and OEL and Carlo, and then it goes to McCabe and Tanev in playoff time. Which honestly I like
mm,
that a lot. But if
No,
I do, you
you
also
gotta
could
play
say this.
Carlo
I
Carlo
disagree.
Riley.
But we'll see what happens.
Carlo is very similar.
Yeah.
I do like Tree Living because he has an eye for these Muzzin type defenders who get the nice plus minus, big bodies, big guys like Tanev, McCabe, and Tanev, McCabe, and Carlo. Did he get McCabe? That wasn't his trade,
No,
right?
that was Dubas.
That was
That
Dubas.
was Dubas.
He got
But
OEL.
absolute,
Mhm.
absolute unit of defense. We're looking really good. This is the best defense we've ever had in years. Best goalies we have ever had in years. I think.
And watch us blow it. We're gonna
I
blow
mean,
it.
yeah, we're not beating
We're gonna fucking
Florida.
blow
The
it.
Leafs are not beating Florida. So
Dude, we
So
better
we
come
we just
first. We
hope.
have to
Let's say
whatever.
come first.
we gotta come first. We don't play them.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
If we can get if we could take the Metro route,
I think we do come first because like Marchand's week to week. Th- they don't like. Yeah, I think we do come first at the end of the day. Um, but yeah, I think
we'll see.
overall solid
Yeah,
praise
we'll
for.
let Tampa Bay and Florida bang it out in the first round. We'll
Yeah,
enjoy a
it's
little
they need to
rendezvous
change.
with either
They need to
Columbus
change
or
this. They need to go back to the one
Ottawa.
A. They need to go back to the 1A 2
Well,
2 7 3
good luck.
6.
Bedman's the commish still, so
Like
that's not happening.
what is
Yeah, it's
the
not gonna
garbage?
happen.
How are we having like Colorado
But
versus Dallas and Florida versus Tampa in the first? Like those
It's
should be
stupid, yes,
third,
but it's
second
not
round
changing.
matches. Like
it's not gonna change.
absolute freaking garbage from this league.
But anyways, alrighty, boys.
Anyways,
It's good talk here. You know,
oh oh yeah.
good little trade deadline talk. Hopefully, we'll get this video out in like less than 10 days. All right, Ethan, let's get her going.
Hey, let's get cooking here.
All right, we'll shout them out from here. All right, boys, take it easy. Here we
So,
go.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Colby's go, baby.
Oh yeah.